Hi everybody, welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before. Today's reading is going to be a little bit different. So today's reading is not a pick-a-pile reading. This is the only pile in the whole reading today. So this is kind of just a group reading for everybody. It's just answering this question directly without doing a pick-a-pile. And essentially what we want to ask and what we're trying to figure out is what big goals, big dreams are kind of coming true for you right now. What's manifesting for you? What's coming in? So this reading is more about you kind of being on the precipice of a new path. For some reason, it's almost like your luck has completely turned around and you are literally standing on the brink of a completely new path. You weren't supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to end up there, but you've done something that has put you there. And now things are looking real good for you. So that's what we're asking about today. So that's why I've got this letter here, because it's got like a little Medusa intaglio there. It's got Kiponi on the back. Yes, I did get a stamp made of my cat's face. And what? Okay. So this letter is actually one I wrote to myself about manifesting my dreams, what's going on right now, what big dreams have come in for me that I'm very grateful for. So anything I was kind of grateful for has gone into this letter. So I've put it in the middle here to essentially try to help pull in energy of your dreams coming true and see what's happening for you. So we want to kind of see what big dreams of yours are coming true. So we're going to get a few oracle cards, a few tarot cards, and try to uncover what's happening for you. These are things you weren't expecting. They're completely something you had ruled out. So we have the serpent here. I love that because you've got potentially the Medusa intaglio there. I need to verify, but based on the research I've done, that is Medusa. So it's really interesting that that's come out here. But these are essentially things that... And Palomino as well. You really didn't see coming. They transcend your wildest dreams. These are like very big things. See, with the serpent coming out to me, it's really strongly reaffirming that there is a shift on your path. I feel like there's a shift for all of us right now, but especially with the serpent, because when you think of that, the serpent changed the course of Eve's future. It changed the course of her life's purpose, of her direction. Instead of being subservient and sort of stuck with Adam, she was given knowledge, and then she was able to transcend that and live a life better suited to her, from not a place of ignorance, but a place of critical thinking. So there's this energy that I'm kind of getting from this card that you were potentially going down a path that wasn't right for you. You were kind of like a sparkling, glittering gem in among, like, I don't know, grey clouds. And it's like your spirit guides, the people watching you, looking over you, the universe, whatever it is always watching. And it was kind of like, oh, that doesn't fit there. That doesn't look right. That needs to move to where all the other shiny gems are. So it's almost like you've been picked up and moved because you didn't belong where you were. So that is one of your biggest dreams that is manifesting right now, is you're physically being moved from the place you're at into a brand new place. So it's like if you were heading down a path that was going to be the same thing every day, very monotonous, very repetitive, you're now being put on a completely unpredictable brand new path full of surprises and adventure and wonder and just awesomeness day to day. Lots of newness. It's things that you're not familiar with, you're not used to. If you think about the knowledge that Eve gained, she had no idea that was going to happen. That was the kind of knowledge that was out there. She didn't even know about it. So it's like you're being shown a world, a way of living, a lifestyle that is so completely different from yours that you didn't even know it was possible to live like that. I'm seeing a lot of abundance. But with the little like skull here, I'm also seeing that with this change comes a transformation within you. There's something about the old version of yourself passing away, if you will, disappearing, to make way for this new version of you. And this new version of you is just beyond your wildest dreams. This new version of yourself, this new person, is everything you hope to be. Everything you had wished for as a person, who you wanted to be, that is you. That's you now. This might sound a little bit strange, but just because this is a Palomino horse, I have a feeling as well that for some of you, a part of this glow up might be physical, but also you might dye your hair like a unique colour, like some sort of like caramel, like blonde almost, because they have a very distinct colour because of the way that they're bred. They're known as like the very beautiful horses, the sort of show horses. On top of that, there's a lot of like hoops to jump through, literally, in order to verify and get your horse registered as a Palomino horse, because it's so kind of elitist that it's like, well, it has to be this specific colour and this specific hair type and this blah 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 blah. So it also gives me the impression of exclusivity, like whatever path you're on now, whatever dream is manifesting for you, it's something very elite, something that very few get a chance to be involved in. So it could be a very unique career path, a very unique social standing, something unique that you're known for. It could be something like being in the public eye, because when I think of these horses, it's like all eyes on them. They're showstoppers, everyone watches, everyone, you know, puts these horses on a pedestal. So I'm seeing fame for you. I'm seeing fame, I'm seeing you being in the public eye. I'm seeing a physical glow up as well as just a transformation of the type of person you were, the way you used to live your life, who you used to be. There are improvements being made, as well as a completely new shift of path and luck for you as well. But it's interesting because horses and serpents are like known for knowledge. So it's interesting that both these cards have come out. So there's something about you up-leveling your smarts when it comes to this thing, about being strategic towards getting what you want, but also you being given the opportunity to develop your skills, learn, grow, become bigger and better. There's going to be opportunities for you, potentially from like a mentor, but someone might be helping you as well. Okay, so let's get a few more cards for you about these unknown dreams that are kind of coming in. Okay, so you have the mentor. What did I just say? I said you might be getting a mentor, you know. I knew it. You have the prayer. So interesting. Like, there's quite a bit of like religious connotation going on here with the snake and the prayer. Okay. And Thanatos. The card on the bottom of the deck for you was Apocalypsis, so we're going to put that there as well. So definitely with Apocalypsis, I'm seeing a brand new world for you. Something that looks completely different from the one you used to know. But you're like, it's interesting because when you think of like an apocalypse, you don't think of like necessarily like a good thing per se. But then here you've got this owl above all these stars, but it's kind of fiery, it's giving destruction. So there's a heavy like essence of destruction in order to fully feel the effects of these things. It's almost like a part of your previous life is being destroyed in order to bring you towards this thing. And also I keep looking at all of these webs here. It's like everyone has a purpose. It's all like intricately woven. Everyone needs to go where they're going to sort of create this web. Everyone needs to do what they have to do. But it's almost like you've escaped the funnel you were being guided down, that you were being guided towards. And you've completely jumped somewhere else, you know. You're like flying, you're free. Here it's like with the prayer, there's a hand like bursting through the soil that's breaking free. You're breaking free of what was kind of keeping you trapped, and you're entering this completely brand new world where it's free, it's colourful, you're in the air, it's light, it's bright, there's stars. Like, you're entering this really amazing space. There's lots of stars on all of your cards, so it really is giving like fame to me. Fame, prosperity. With prayer, it makes me feel like all of your goals and dreams that are coming in are something you have been hoping and wishing for since the dawn of time. It's one of your big things that you've wanted since you were younger. That's the vibe I'm getting. With the mentor, I am getting that someone might be helping you to get where you are, for sure. But I'm also getting the energy of, for example, the universe is like a mentor, you know, guiding you where you need to go. So I'm also getting the energy that sometimes it won't feel great, sometimes it will feel like these changes that are necessary for your growth and development don't feel so good, but sometimes they feel great and it feels like everything's going right, but sometimes it doesn't. But trust that you're being guided down the right path for you, and you're being protected with these owl wings sort of over everything, encompassing everything. There's definitely a strong sense of protection as well. I think information you weren't supposed to be privy to, especially because you keep getting knowledge and then the apocalypse, is going to be revealed to you. For some reason, you've been shown something you shouldn't have seen, and that's helping you progress. You've been shown a path that you were never supposed to see. It's almost like an illusion created around you where like all the four walls around you feel solid, they feel concrete, and then one day you wake up and one of those walls is made out of a curtain and you pull it back and there's a whole new room there and you walk through. It's like a mistake was made. You were never supposed to see that room. You were never supposed to have a wall that was a curtain. You were not supposed to walk through it. But for some reason, there's been an error. And because of that, you've almost jumped timelines. You've jumped towards something that was supposed to happen much later on your timeline. And you're getting it much quicker and faster. And with the Thanatos card there, it's almost like, now that you've done this, now that you've pulled back the curtain, there's been one small mistake that the universe has made, or that spirit guides or whoever has made, that has allowed you to see ahead of your timeline and get closer to it. And for that reason, you now do not have a choice. It's like steamrolling you towards what it is you wanted the most. So even though the universe is like, no, go slow, learn all these lessons, see all these things, you've kind of just skipped that. And they're like, okay, I guess I'll have to speed things along and give you what you want. So you're getting closer to what it is you want much faster. There's a lot of speed, especially with the horse here as well. With the serpent, it's like binding your time, waiting to get up and climb around this tree. But with the horse, it's like you're completely going full speed ahead, like straight into what it is you want. So there's been a jump for sure. I also feel like now would be a good time if you have something you really want to manifest. Now's a good time to ask for it. And now let's see what's in more detail what some of these things are. So we have the Fool in reverse. We also have the Five of Wands. We also have the Three of Pentacles, and we also have the Six of Wands. So definitely there's an up-leveling in your finances. It is something you have to work on, but it's not an arduous thing. It's something you're working on really passionately with a lot of fun, a lot of energy, a lot of encouragement, positivity, and community most of all as well. There's a lot of people around you who are also on this journey with you, supporting you and trying to get to the same end goal. So getting there is a lot easier and faster when you're with others as well. So that's something there. Another thing is you're up-leveling your expertise. You're going from a beginner to a master, like you're developing your skills, growing, learning, especially with the help of a mentor. And I do think this is not only in terms of your career, but also something to do with the way that you choose to spend your time and live your life. You're up-leveling that as well. You're succeeding in something that's quite competitive. So if there's like a lot of people going for this very rare one opportunity type of thing, it's very competitive and yet you're winning. You're going to be the one to come out of that on top. Let's say it's like a group interview and there's like 30 candidates and this job is like 1 in a million. You're the one that gets it. Like you're the one who gets picked out of that scenario. So trust that that's happening for you. If there's something where there's a lot of competition, it's very exclusive but also oversaturated, you're going to come out on top. So that's another thing for you as well. I also think what's happening for you is a really big up-leveling in your community. So in your friendships, in your relationships, in your family life, things are being more harmonious as well. Even with your pets, like life is just going so well in that sense, especially socially. So I think there's a complete shift in terms of the community and support you have around you. So that is what I see for you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. Also a bit random, but what books do you guys like to read? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading. On Thursdays, I'm changing my days. I'll see you guys on Thursdays for another reading on TìandTarot. I might even do Tuesday and Thursday. So I might see you then too. Okay? Alright, bye!